Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Blue Bud TV, Blue Bud Sports TV just dropped another one. Motherfucker been grinding out there in New York City, man. Shout out to him, man. Man, let's get him to 20,000 subs, man. All y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. He's been on top. He's literally been my primary source in terms of the foots on the ground, man, as it relates to Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. Um, and he got another one today, Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Uh, um, all but confirmed. He said he got the call. Eddie Hearn got the money, got the call that, not the guy, I don't know if it was a call or, but he got that Joshua will be fighting. Um, Joshua will be fighting, how can I forget, Wilder in the next fight. And that's a special thing because I knew the fight was coming, but I just thought they were going to have to go to court. It was too much ticket tape because I knew I told you guys in the video a couple of weeks ago they were just going to overstep Eddie Hearn and his dealings with Anthony Joshua, and I thought that they were going to have to go through a whole bunch of red tape to get that done. And I thought it was going to take 2 fights to get it done, but it looks like they're going to get it done in 1 fight. Kudos to them and everyone else who said it was going to happen in the next fight. I just thought it was just too much of a mountain to climb when you got another man under contract and you just like pretend the motherfucker ain't there and you just like bulldoze and go straight to Anthony Joshua and be like, listen, we got this bag of money for you. Do you want the fight? It's your responsibility to tell Eddie Hearn to make the fight happen. And that's basically what happened, man. Anthony Joshua is overwhelmed by the $50 million, and he's literally put himself in this position to earn that money, regardless of how we feel about him. He's being overpaid handsomely, but he's put himself in position to earn that money. There's a difference. I want you guys to understand what I said. Is he a $50 million fighter? He is now, and that's all that matters. And I will be in Vegas carrying all the energy to all the people who can't be there. It's gonna be a fun ride. I'm literally gonna take that whole week off. That's how important that fight is to me. They normally don't do anything on Monday, so I guess Monday will be my only free day in Vegas. But I will be there. It will be a fun ride. And November, December, that's my Christmas gift. You know what I mean? I can ask for nothing more than to work arguably the biggest non-Mayweather associated fight in the world. It's bigger than Canelo. It's bigger than I don't know who's the second draw, but it's literally the biggest fight that we can possibly create. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, the biggest, literally the biggest financially, and the biggest in terms of novice fans and having the 2 biggest guys in the world in boxing in the ring physically. You know it. You know, Goliath first Goliath. You know what I mean? They just got different flags in their back pocket, so it's gonna be exciting. Deontay Wilder's entrance to this fight is going to blow y'all motherfucking minds away. Don't DM me. Don't call me. Ask me what it is. I'm just going to tell you guys, remember this video. All right. And this video will prove to you how much I understood what the hell is going on with this fight. Deontay Wilder's entrance for Anthony Joshua is going to blow your motherfucking minds away. I mean, it's going to, oh man, it's literally going to blow your fucking, I mean, it's just going to, anyways, man, you're going to, oh, man, I can't wait for you guys. I'm not blowing the cover, so don't even think. I'm not, even if you're really close to me, I'm not blowing this, because if this shit get out, it's going to ruin what it is, and I'm probably one of 10 people that knows, probably, you know, so outside of their families and shit like that, but it's just going to be special. I'm excited. I can't wait. That's like literally going to be my vacation, if you want to consider that, but I'm just gonna have a ball. You know, I was fortunate enough to hang with Floyd for the McGregor thing. You know, I probably hung out with Floyd probably 10 days of that camp, and that was an experience, man. You know, but this one, you guys know how I feel about Deontay Wilder and his platform and what he believes in, and this, man, what a fight, man. What a fight. I wish my son was 6 or 7 years old, man. You know, he'll be 4. I would love to take him to this fight, man. I mean, this would be special, but I would need another ticket for him. But I think 7 or 8, you can sit in a chair by yourself and feel kind of comfortable. You understand? And while dad works, but I think 4 is a little bit too young to have him in the stadium by himself, sitting in a chair. But you guys tell me. You know, I'm not the expert father, but I think 7, 8, 9 is a good number where you could just sit and be still and watch a fight and let dad work and stay there till he comes back. But um, what a fight, man! It's on and cracking. Big Baby Miller confirms that they're fighting next. So Steven Espinoza basically said he just probably had to sign contracts yet. So, I'll ask Steven Espinoza some more questions tomorrow. He's been really cool, man. Steven Espinoza has been really cool, man. You know, it's compare them to like HBO. Peter Nelson never does interviews, and that may be like the difference. One of the biggest differences. Peter Nelson, I've interviewed him one time, and it wasn't a conversation. It was more of an interview. He gave me really short answers. That may be how he is. I don't know. That may be the mantra of HBO. But Stephen Espinoza separated himself. Even when Conor McGregor called him a weasel, that's just basically, proof that Stephen Espinoza is hands-on, tactile, and he's a player in the game. And he's cool, man. He's cool. And truth be told, we've bumped heads twice. You guys only know of once with the Keith Thurman thing. We've bumped heads before in disagreements. You know what I mean? But he's been consistent with me. And that's the beauty of it, man. It's we all want boxing to go to where it's never gone before, right? We want it on Sundays at 1 p.m. like the NFL, right? That would be a beautiful thing, right? So, but anyways, man, barbershop conversations. Thank you, Jarrell Miller, for that, for the inside scoop, and I'm looking forward to interviewing Jarrell Miller. I think that what Jarrell Miller is missing is us, and only way he can get us back on his team, on his squad. Because I remember when Big Baby Miller was coming up, we were kind of like, we really didn't know, but because he was such a compelling personality that we enjoyed him, But when he said that shit about Deontay Wilder and his girl, that completely shut me out. But he's young in the game. He's 16-0, 17-0, and he needs some maturity in terms of how he's promoting himself. But it'll come, and I'm looking forward to interviewing him. I've never met him, honestly. I had a chance to interview him for the McGregor Floyd thing, but it was just, that media room was probably 10,000 square feet, right? 5,000 square feet, whatever it is. No, about 10,000, 15,000 square feet. It was a tent. And everyone is in there because all the radio stations are broadcasting live. And, from Stephen A. Smith to ESPN to your local jams to Beat or whatever you guys have in your city, they were there as well. It was easily 50 to 75 radio stations there on satellite. And with that being said, I chose to interview other people because he was a fighter, and I said I can catch him at another fight, whereas I can't get these radio personalities, because they only come out for the big fights. So, but yeah, Jarrell Big Baby Miller made a huge announcement, and as I guys told you, man, he's been on the ground getting the greatest interviews. Blue. I always get this. But you guys don't talk about Blue Blood Sports TV, Blood Blue Sports TV. What is it? Man, he's been on it, man. The Eddie Hearn interviews has been fire, man. And Eddie Hearn respects the man too. I can tell, by the way. You always can tell how a man respects you when he's responding with dialogue. He's not responding with just answers. Like he wants to have a conversation to prove his point in respects to you, because you felt that you have put out the truth on him. And Eddie Hearn knew when he walked up to him that was the guy that was delivering the information. And without a doubt, Eddie Hearn chooses. I don't know who videos he listens to online, but when you listen to him interview, you can totally tell that he's getting the narrative, he's getting the interpretation on the line. and I would gather that it's coming from somebody's channel, from New Media, LDBC. It doesn't really matter who it comes from, but it just proves that he's listening, he's aware, and which helps him build his mountain of lies. But you know, like you said, he's a car salesman, and he's done a hell of a job selling cars. He has a $50 million check that's going to be cash. I don't know if it's made out to him, made out to Anthony Joshua, but man, what a fight we got coming, man. That's just going to be too much fun. So I'm totally looking forward to covering this fight. I'm totally looking forward to the build up to this fight because honestly, I live in LA. You guys know that, but Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder is like Kobe Shaq, right? Like Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan. Like you just put those names together, and it just immediately flames into a full blown dialogue and or conversation, and makes people choose a side and or get an emotional reaction from them, right? Uh, you know, it just does that. Like it's just the reality of it, man, and it's a beautiful thing. So shout out to everyone involved that's been swelling this story up. I believe that we've pushed this narrative to the point of combustion, and we're literally getting what we want. Like I said, I thought it was going to be the second fight. I just thought it was too much red tape. I knew the game plan, but I just thought it was just too much red tape to overcome, man. I mean, especially when you're just telling someone, take the money and shut the fuck up, basically. I mean, this $50 million is basically a gag order, man, for the most part. like, like for real, man. It's like, here, take your ransom, man. This fight is happening, and it's gonna be on our soil and on our terms, basically. Because once that check gets cashed, it's the fight has to happen. The fight has to happen because now you're on the hook for the expenses of the fight. So, uh, barring any injuries or anything like that, this fight will happen. It's going to be an exciting time. And don't forget, we got 3 fights tomorrow. We got the one overseas. We got Gary Russell, Jojo Diaz that I'm covering it. And then immediately after that. So don't forget, Gary Russell is literally the co-main event, tomorrow night. And we have Donna Stevenson, Badu Jack immediately following. So that's going to be exciting in Toronto. I know they're buzzing. They're buzzing. That fight got really good, like energy to it. Like it has a strong buzz to it. So I'm excited. So, anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. You guys, it's been an honor working for y'all, and we continue to work. And tomorrow night it's on and popping. And shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He's been astounding, amazing. Just real firm and real strong. Like I had the pleasure, just so you know, I had the pleasure of talking with him twice, but check this out. Here's the first time I spoke to him. We never really spoke before, and he offered me a ride to the plane. I mean, to the airport, to the airport, the plane. And he offered to give me a ride immediately after the fight. Was it? I forget what fight. I think it was Earl Spence. Or was it? No, maybe it was Deontay Wilder, Romain Stavern, or if it was Earl Spence, Peterson. Well, not Peterson. Either of the two. He offered to give me a ride. We didn't hook up. We were supposed to go get some pizza, and then give me a ride to the airport. It didn't work out because after the fight, everyone has jobs to do. Like it's literally a fucking hustle. I wish you guys could see what's going on in the back. Everyone wants the big interview. And at the end of the day, it's a hustle. And so we lost track. But then we end up catching up for the Brona card, and we just had like a 20-minute conversation in between the weigh-ins, consecutive days. Strong brother, man. I don't want to tell his story, but he's done some amazing things physically, and his discipline is just amazing. And I'll let him tell the story. I don't know if he wants me to tell a story or he's waiting to tell the story, or if he told the story already, I just missed it on his channel. But has an amazing story. It will inspire and encourage y'all for sure. So if you get a chance, put in this comment section for him to tell the story about him, about his physical changes and all that. I just think it's amazing, and hopefully he tells the story. So, anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and that's on and popping. Talk to you soon. Peace.